Hello guys, good morning and welcome to Breaking Chart Alerts. It's Dave Santarelli from Santarelli Trading Exchange. Hope everyone's having a good morning here. So you guys heard the news yesterday. Elon Musk bought Twitter. I made a video update about that yesterday and gave a few trade ideas on Twitter there. So we're going to watch that here. It's for $54.20 a share. We're going to go over the upgrades. I'm going to show you guys some of the upgrades on Twitter there and show you guys what's going on. So let's get started here. First off, guys, if you are new to us, go to either the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. Download our app for free there. Once you are a member, then you can log in and see all the trades and enter into the trade room. But if not, you guys could just go download that and get breaking news every time we send out breaking news there. And let's get started here. So first things, guys, if you guys could go down, click like on this video. If you guys like doing these pre-market videos, click subscribe to our channel and click that bell to get notified every time we go live. That way, you know, in case you miss one of those text alerts or the app alerts there, you guys could just click on that app alert and it'll take you right to the live stream. And YouTube will also send you an email every time we go live. Alrighty, so let's get started here with the top news for the day. So first off, let's get up the Bloomberg top 5 things to start the day with here. And let's take a look. So first thing, 5 things to start your day from Bloomberg. Private message. Billionaire entrepreneur Musk agreed to buy Twitter for $44 billion. Investors will get $54.20 per share they own, at 38% upside to the stock's close on April 1st, the day before Musk disclosed a large stake in the company. Musk said the social network has tremendous potential, and he looks forward to unlocking it. Amazon.com's Jeff Bezos, meanwhile, suggested the deal might make life difficult for Tesla in China. Nuclear war. This is a big one here. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov warned there's a serious risk of nuclear war over Ukraine, even though Kremlin is willing to talk to the U.S. and try to resolve the confrontation. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky called on citizens to do everything to make the presence of Russian troops on their homeland unbearable, declaring that Moscow won't win this war. MLIV Pulse, value stocks. Those that look cheap relative to the firm's financial performance are set to outperform growth stocks for the rest of 2022. And remember that. This is important. I want you guys to think about this. Those that look cheap relative to the firm's financial performance are set to outperform growth stocks for the rest of 2022. According to more than 70% of respondents to our recent survey, this would mark a shift as value stocks have famously underperformed since the great financial crisis. But as bond yields rise, growth stocks such as tech, which were highly correlated to long-dated maturities, become less desirable. Take part in the weekly survey. European stocks climb. Stocks in Europe climbed as China's pledge to boost monetary policy support for its COVID-hit economy lifted sentiment, while traders also eyed a raft on earnings reports from some of the region's biggest company. The stock Europe 600 advanced 0.9%, led by miners and insurance companies by 5:30 a.m. New York time, U.S. equity futures dipped following Monday's choppy close higher before tech earnings. And we're going to go over tech earnings because we got quite a bit coming out this afternoon here. Treasury yields fell and the dollar was steady. Crude oil retreated and Bitcoin ticked higher. Coming up, it's a busy day for economic data releases, kicking off with preliminary U.S. March durable goods at 8:30 a.m. February's housing data and S&P CoreLogic Case-Shiller are due at 9 a.m. And consumer confidence, new home sales, and Richmond Fed Manufacturing Index will hit the tape at 10 a.m. Several large companies are expected to report earnings, including PepsiCo, 3M, Alphabet, Microsoft, Visa, UPS, General Motors, and Texas Instruments. Finally, today's bond auctions include $48 billion of 2-year Treasury notes at 1 p.m. So that's the Bloomberg top 5 there. Now let's take a look at some of the news that I came across here that felt we should be looking at. So first off, PepsiCo right in the middle there. Shares of the food and beverage giant dipped in the pre-market, although the company reported a beat on top and bottom lines in the recent quarter as consumers paid more for some of the company's key brands. Over to the left, General Electric stock fell 3.5% despite topping estimates in its quarterly report. The company confirmed its previous full-year profit guidance range and said it sees challenges from inflation and supply chain issues. United Parcel Services, shares of the shipping and logistics giants gained 1.7% after beating analyst estimates on the top and bottom lines. UPS reported adjusted earnings per share of $3.05 on revenues of $24.38 billion, while analysts expected $2.88 earnings per share on $23.79 billion in revenue. 3M shares were flat pre-market after reporting quarterly earnings that topped estimates. The company saw revenues of $8.83 billion, while analysts expected $8.74 billion in revenue. D.R. Horton, the home builder stock, rose 2.8% during pre-market trading after beating analyst estimates in the previous quarter. D.R. Horton reported adjusted earnings of $4.03 a share on revenues of $8 billion. Analysts anticipated $3.37 adjusted earnings per share on $7.62 billion in revenue. SeaWorld, that was one that kind of amazed me this morning here. SeaWorld, the theme park and entertainment company stock, surged 4.6% after Rosenblatt Securities initiated coverage with a buy and said despite pandemic headwinds, the company has fared well under the vision of big investor Scott Ross. And I got to tell you, being in Orlando, Florida right here, Disney, SeaWorld, Universal, they are jam-packed. I have annual passes to every single one of them, SeaWorld, Universal, and Disney, and, the first place I can't stand going is Universal. It's a show there. Like you are literally bumper to bumper with everyone going in there. Disney, they have the park restrictions, so it's not as bad as Universal. SeaWorld, forget about it. It's one of the cheaper parks here in Orlando, so it's always packed there. You could get tickets there now. They have them on Groupon for like $30 for park entrance. So, make sure if you guys come down to Orlando, check out Groupon, because instead of paying $150 at the park, you can get them on Groupon for like $39. So SeaWorld, definitely one of the most packed ones, and they have a lot of music concerts and stuff there too, which is pretty nice. Alrighty, moving on to the next part here. Let's take a look at the top market movers here for the day. And as you guys can see, pre-market screener, the leaders there, we got Sherwin-Williams, we got Wix there, both of those up about 5%. The laggards there, not too much. Universal Health Services down about 13%. And Polaris there is down about 7%. And really not too much others going on there. Let's take a look at the top upgrades, downgrades, and initiations here to start the morning. So upgrades, this is one thing I noticed. Notice all the foreign airlines here getting upgraded this morning. And look at the current price on those. Excuse me, I got the hiccups here. But look at the current price of those and the upside potential based on the analyst firm's new price target changes there. Okay, so first off, you got GOL, G-O-L, Intelligent Airlines. That's a lot of, they do most of the flights from here to the South America countries, Brazil and whatnot. Azul, same thing there. The GOL, $6.34. Azul, $14.52. Analyst firm Seaport Global, they upgraded the stock from a neutral to a buy. They gave GOL a $10 price target, which is about a 57% upside from where stock's currently trading at. And Azul there, they gave a 22 price target. It's at $14.52 now, so that represents over a 51% upside from where we're at right now. The other one we've been talking about there is the trucking company, J.B. Hunt Transport Services there. Susquehanna upgraded that from a neutral to a positive, slapped a price target on that of $217. The stock's at $174. That represents about a 24% upside from here. And you guys know the supply chain issues we're having, so that's a nice one if you're looking for something like a LEAP. A LEAP is an option that it doesn't expire for 9 months or further out. So anywhere between 6 to 12 months would be a nice one for JB Hunt if you're looking for something to just buy, sit, and hold on. Okay. The other one there I wanted to go over. Look at Twitter. Stifle there. Look at what they did. They changed the price target to $54.20. Upgraded it from a sell to a hold there. Why? Musk just bought the company for $54.20. So it's just a matter of time until we get up there at that $54.20. So definitely want to keep an eye on there. I'm just waiting for that next move. The markets are open here. And thank you, Zach. Hit that thumbs up. Give that a like there. Hoffman Unfiltered, get Twitter up to 54 bucks. We're going to be going over some charts here in a bit. We're going to stay on a little bit longer, so make sure you guys are checking that out. And yeah, guys, please give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified, share it on social media, do whatever you can for us. I'd appreciate that. All right, so going on now to the next one. So that's the upgrades. Let's take a look at the downgrades here. Nothing much on the downgrades that I cared about there. Redfin was downgraded by Piper Sandler. Look at the price target cut on that. From $40 down to 11 bucks. And that's a big drop right there. So the stock's at $13.08, but they had a $40 initial price target on that. They downgraded from an overweight to an underweight there. Boyd Gaiman, that was another one that was downgraded yesterday a few times there. Morgan Stanley downgraded that from 82 to 76, from an overweight to an equal weight. Let's go over initiations here. Initiations, there wasn't too much on there that, I really like. Frontier Communications there was upgraded by Citigroup, slapped a 36 price target on that, initiates a buy rating. An outperform there, Excel Energy, XEL. Credit Suisse put an $80 target on there. Oh, but it only represents about an 8% upside from where it's currently at. Initiates an outperform rating. And that's about it for the initiations. Now let's go down here. What to watch here for the day. Let's take a look here. So first off, here's the earnings coming up today after the bell. We have Microsoft. We have Alphabet, we have Visa, we have General Motors, we have Chipotle, we have Texas Instruments. Those are going to be the big ones that we want to look at after the bell there. Personally, I like Alphabet. I've been seeing a big shift of people going on YouTube and whatnot here, and they've been monetizing the hell out of that. If you guys don't notice, but, they had the YouTube TV that was $29 a month when it first came out. I got my bill. It's up to $79 a month now. And it's nice because it's just like Comcast DirecTV. You get all of your local stations there. You get a lot of the other stations, and then you get everything you could imagine on demand there. And a lot of people are shifting to that because, a lot of people don't want to pay that $150, $200 to DirecTV or Comcast there, things like that. So definitely going to be one to watch there for Alphabet. Visa, I'm expecting. You guys remember the other week there, they came out, who was it? Was it MasterCard or no, it was American Express that came out and said because of higher inflation prices, they're seeing an increase in people applying for credit cards and using credit, which is a number one sign. That's one of the... That's definitely one of the indicators there showing you that, consumer spending is dropping and, obviously they are definitely looking at some, let me see here. They're definitely looking at some ways. I don't know what's going on with the live stream there. I see something up in the corner there. I'm not sure if you guys could see it, but anyway, that's definitely a sign that people are cutting spending there and they're getting more frugal with what they spend. And American Express last week said with the higher utility bills, more people are paying their utility bills with credit than they are with their debit cards and checking accounts. So that's something to keep in mind there. Tomorrow morning, we got Boeing, we got Spotify, T-Mobile, Humana, ADP, Harley-Davidson. After the bell tomorrow, we got Facebook, Meta Platforms, PayPal, Ford, Qualcomm, Pinterest, Teladoc. We got Las Vegas Sands, we got Hertz, O'Reilly Auto Parts. Thursday morning, we got Twitter, Caterpillar, Nokia, Southwest Airlines, MasterCard, McDonald's, Merck, Eli Lilly, and Domino's Pizza. After the bell on Thursday, we got another big tech earnings coming out. We got Apple, Amazon, Roku, Intel, Robinhood, Gilead. And then Friday, we got some of the oil companies reporting there. All right, let's see here. Here is the top Wall Street Bets ticker sentiment here for the day. You guys can see Tesla, Facebook, Microsoft, Twitter, and Apple. They're your top 5 that are trending there on Wall Street Bets and Reddit. So keep an eye on those. And then let's take a look at the top economic events. We went over this yesterday here as well. And let's take a look at that and see what's going on here. So first off, you guys can see here, today is Tuesday. We had the durable goods. We had the, let's see, we had most things come out. 10 a.m. we got the consumer confidence index coming out. And then 10 a.m. we got the new home sales coming out as well there. So we'll keep an eye on that. Wednesday, not too much. Pending home sales index. Home ownership rates coming out there, 10 a.m. And then, of course, on Thursday, we got the initial jobless claims and continued jobless claims. Those numbers are going to be important here as well that we'll be keeping an eye on. So now let's go down and let's start taking a look here at some of the stocks that are moving. First off, I want to go over the Diamond ETF, SPY and Qs. So if you guys take a look right here, you guys can see Diamond ETF. We got that pop at the end of the day yesterday. You know, I didn't feel too confident about that climb there, so I held off. And obviously, you guys could see we got up to that 340 resistance, pulling back a little bit on the Diamond ETF. So now if we take a look at SPY,
confident about that climb
bring
there,
that up here. So SPY, another one here, pulling back down 0.74% here. On the day there with SPY. So you can see we got that climb yesterday on SPY and continuing to pull back here. So, you know, it's going to be one of those days that you just got to watch. You know, we got, yesterday we were able to watch some SPY there for some day trades, but not too much going on here today. So if we can look for a day trade, we certainly will. DWAC here was even up quite a bit in the pre-market, and that's down here as well. Down from the highs there. So let's take a look at the Qs, and you guys can see even Qs here with tech stocks, you know, pulling back from yesterday's high, got up to about that 330 down to that 325, and we can see Nasdaq's down over 1.17% right now. Nasdaq's down 154 points. S&P 500's down about, you know, let's see there, 29 points, 30 points right now, and continuing to pull back a bit. So it's important to realize sometimes you just got to sit back, watch the markets, and wait for that next move there when things are choppy and volatile. Alrighty, so let's go down the watch list here quick. I'm going to go down the watch list on a 3-month daily chart, and we'll look at some of these. So we have an American Airlines trade here for the August 19th Expo, the 20 strike. At $1.99, we had over a 60% profit right here when she was up to $21.38. Some of those foreign airlines just got upgraded here today. The airlines are still doing extremely well, so I'm going to be looking to add to that when we come back down to that 10, get that climb there for that August Expo. Over 30 days out till Expo, so that's fine to add to that. And let's go down here. Apple shares continuing to pull back there. It's been holding that 160, but we'll see if that holds that throughout today. The good news on Apple yesterday was there was an announcement that they ordered an extra 10 million iPhones than they expected there. Airbnb pretty flat. Here's Adobe continuing to pull back down to $404.06 a share. I mean, that stock was just almost at $600, at $400 just about right now. AMC, Entertainment Movie Theater here, continuing to hold below that 10-day simple moving average and really consolidating. You're seeing the body of those candles side by side there. AMD still pulling back there, $88.68 a share. Amazon pulling back a bit, $28.78 a share. You guys could see that's still in breakdown momentum. We're trading below the 10, 20, 50-day simple moving averages, and we just crossed below that support at $2,900 a share. So you could certainly be looking at that 2,800 to that 2,700 as that next support area for Amazon. Alibaba shares, obviously China is in lockdowns in many of their provinces there. So, you know, that's going to be one that's probably going to continue to pull back a bit. I wouldn't go long Baba just yet. Wait until after they come out of lockdown to look at those Chinese stocks. Bank of America consolidating side by side on a daily chart here of the previous candle. Still in BDM, wouldn't touch it yet. Baidu, same thing as Baba there. Citigroup is doing the same thing as Bank of America. Carnival Cruise Line just announced they have a new CEO coming in. That stock was climbing in the pre-market, pulled back a little bit, down about 1.5% here right now. You can see some of these energy stocks here, ConocoPhillips, Chevron, getting a little bit of a climb here. Chevron's looking pretty good there. That stock up about 1.17% and continuing to break out of those lows. Delta Airline, another airline just like American Airlines there, coming down to that 10-day simple moving average. If it holds that, gets a green candle confirmation candle climbing off that 10, that's when I'll definitely be looking to add to the airlines there. Disney shares continuing to pull back after, the feud here going on politic-wise there with DeSantis and Disney. They're getting rid of the Ready Creek there, which is, not far from my house. And, it's a real, it's basically a crap hole that Disney said they're going to fix up and make it like a good tourist destination. And now the city's going to be liable for that instead of Disney making those repairs. And now they're saying that the taxpayers are going to be paying more for property tax to, to get those funds in to, help repair Ready Creek there. So DocuSign there down about 3.45%. DWAC starting to get that climb again. It was only up 1% when I started this, back up 6%. EOG, another energy play there, up slightly. Express shares at $3.20. To me, that's a great long-term buy there. Ford holding that 15. You see that double bottom here at that $15 per share. So I'm going to be watching that on Ford. Obviously Ford General Motors are reporting earnings this week here. Facebook continuing to pull back, $182 per share. That stock's down about 2.57%. You got FedEx there consolidating, not doing too much. Usually you'll see FedEx and UPS start to get that climb in August going into, the holiday season for Black Friday and Christmas there. So that's when we'll be looking at FedEx and UPS. It's a nice cyclical trade there that we usually make around July, August, and get something further out there. Gold, GLD, that's starting to get a nice climb, up 0.7% there on GLD. General Motors, just like Ford there we talked about, we've got about a double bottom there right around that $37, $75, $38 a share. Gold starting to get a climb there off those lows this morning. Google's down 54 points there, 2.19%. They got earnings coming up this week. Definitely one I want to keep an eye on there. Goldman Sachs there not doing too much along with the rest of the financials. You got Robinhood still holding that 10 support area there, which is like a nice triple or quadruple bottom there at that $10 a share. Hertz is still continuing to climb. Had that big breakout this morning. Keep an eye on Hertz because if it breaks out of this area here from this candle at April 21st there, you're going to be looking for a nice large climb there on Hertz. And Hertz reports earnings here this week as well. We got Intel down about 1.1%. You got CarMax down 53 cents at the highs of the day, though, right now. Coca-Cola came down to that 10-day simple moving average, getting that nice climb there. Like the looks of that. Lockheed Martin held that $4.40 per share at that 50-day simple moving average, starting to get that climb again. Keep an eye on that. McDonald's is still holding that 250. Notice that consolidation box on McDonald's here from 250 up to about 255. That's holding out pretty well. Marvell not doing much there. Microsoft down about 1.65%. Micron 68.68 per share. Continuing to pull back. Netflix still pulling back there. 205.29. That stock's down another 2% there. Nike shares 126 per share, pulled back. We got rid of that the other day. That was a good one. See here, Nvidia continuing to pull back, 193.29 a share. We got Occidental Petroleum that also held that 50-day simple moving average. And you guys can see Pfizer getting a nice little climb there. Came down to that 47.50, back up to about 50. Palantir there down about 2.7%. PayPal 85.72, continuing to pull back on PayPal. I mean, that's just been incredible. The stock was at what, 350 down to 85 bucks now. That's definitely going to be one that we want to look at leaps at once that starts to climb there off those lows. RCL, Royal Caribbean Cruise Line, notice how it's just consolidating between about that, 77 to 85 area. Rocket Mortgage starting to get a climb there. $9.17 after being down to $8.50. Raytheon Technologies there, just like Lockheed Martin, starting to get a climb there. Smile Direct's holding that $2 a share. We got silver starting to get a little bit of a climb there off those lows. Snapchat at the lows of the day right now, $28.98 a share. We got Square there also pulling back, $103.77. We got TLT starting to climb. Notice how TLT at the bottom there, we got the moving average convergence divergence crossing over from the MACD and signal line there. And we got a first green candle above the zero line on the histogram of the MACD today. And this is one that is a super cheap option here. TLT is the 20-year Treasury bond ETF here. And that's definitely one that's a cheap option and that you could look for that quick climb back up to that next resistance area of at least 127.50. You could get something further out till Expo, you know, maybe going into September, October, November, and that should print out really well there because that had a big retracement there. We haven't seen these low levels in quite some time here on TLT. So that's definitely one that's on my radar here as far as the leap is concerned. You got Tesla shares pulling back, 971.01 per share. Thai Semiconductor, another one that's pulling back. Just about the whole market's pulling back here. I'm over at the right looking. Qs are at new lows of the day, 324.26. Big breakdown on Qs. SPY's pulling back here a bit too. You got Twitter pulling back down about 1.9% here, down about $1 from yesterday's high. Definitely going to be holding on to Twitter a little bit longer. Udemy there at $11 per share. UPS, just like FedEx, pulling back a little bit there. Wayfair there, holding about $80 per share, almost at the highs of the day. Workhorse there, $3.23. And you got ExxonMobil here holding that $82.50 a share and holding that 50-day simple moving average. And if we take a look here quick at Qs again on a today 1 minute chart, you'll see we're at the lows of the day. So that's why yesterday, you know, we didn't get aggressive and start buying. There's a lot of people in the trade room that said, hey, you know, it's quiet. Why don't we start buying? And that was not the time to buy there. You know, I sat back and just watched the markets there. So we're still continuing to pull back. Qs on a today 1 minute chart. You can see we're at new lows of the day right now. If we change that over to SPY and Diamond, you'll see the same thing. SPY's at new lows of the day. The Diamond ETF just at about new lows of the day here again. So we're going to watch those, see if we could find any day trade setups and see if we could find any swing trade setups as far as unusual options activity is concerned. And we'll look at some of those other upgrades and initiations from the day and see if any of those are starting to move there as well. So hope everyone has a great day. I will see you guys tomorrow on YouTube here, and hope everyone has a great day. And remember, if you guys could please go and click like on this video, click subscribe, and click that bell to get notified, we'd greatly appreciate that. Hope everyone has a great day. I'll see you guys in the trade room on Zoom. If you guys aren't a member yet, go to www.breakingchartalerts.com and sign up for either a monthly or annual membership, and we'll see you in the trade room. Take care, guys. Have a great day,